Hello Capricorn, welcome to your May reading. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node and Progressed. I do have to apologise for the vacuuming in the background that you can hear. It's not going to last the whole video, but you know, it is what it is. So, first message that I have for you Capricorn. Fuck, I feel like you are pissed off about something. I feel like you guys are being triggered, or you have been triggered. Someone has triggered you. I don't know if it's someone that you work with or someone that you live with very closely. But someone is triggering you, and I feel like you were just pissed off. Someone just pissed you off. I feel like somebody doesn't, I want to say like pull their weight, but it's kind of like, maybe they're just a little bit lazy. And it really, really does your head in. It might not be that they're like super duper like, oh, you know, they're ridiculous. But it just kind of feels like there are little things that bother you. So yeah, that's the thing. Capricorn, I feel like, yeah, look, Void of Course missing, Saturn return age. I feel like the thing is, you guys are so much like older than everyone else, like on the inside. It doesn't really matter like your age, but you guys are like always 10 steps ahead of everyone else. Like Capricorns, you are old souls. You just are. You're Saturnian ruled souls. So Saturn return, Void of Course moon missing. It feels like maybe with the people around you, there's an element of like disconnect because you're so much more ahead than them. Like this could be that you're just more put together than them. You're more connected than them. It's just fully giving me this energy of, look, he's even got his arms crossed, like the way he's staring. Like I feel like some of you guys are just tired of the way some people have been showing up. Like they're just not putting in enough work. They're not putting in enough they're just not putting in enough. For some of you guys it could be like literally your partner with partners down here. But it just kind of feels like in some relationship somewhere there's something missing, and I feel like it's starting to really bother you. May, it feels like this is really bothering you. Okay, we have the Moon in reverse, the Three of Cups in reverse, we have the Five of Swords. Yeah, you guys, the end of May is kind of like a pretty heavy month, and I think, you know, you guys have had Pluto in your sign for the past like fucking since 2008. Like that is a long ass time, Capricorn, and it's finally moving out of your sign, and it's moved into Aquarius, but it's about to retrograde back. You guys have just been getting absolutely pumped for a long fucking time. So May kind of feels like it's still going to be moving through some tough cycles, some tough experiences. The bottom of the deck energy is the Two of Swords. Underneath that we have the Nine of Swords. So there's still some mental confusion, there's still some uncertainty. I feel like with this Two of Swords there's still a need to make a decision. I feel like you guys have been staying maybe up all night about making a certain decision. It feels like it has to do with a business partner or a close friend or relationship. A lot of you guys, it's probably, it could even just be like the people around you are more so focused on what can we enjoy, what fun can we have, where can we sort of like let go, let loose, and like not focus on anything real and stable. And you know, with this Saturn return age, I just feel like you're lacking with this Ace of Swords in reverse. It kind of feels like you're lacking like intellectual conversations. It feels like you're lacking the depth that you're really searching for. Maybe it's some of the people that you've been spending your time with have sort of like, it doesn't feel like they are on the same wavelength as you, and that's not saying you're better or anything like that, not at all. It's just saying that you guys are kind of in different energies. With this Five of Swords, there's something that's just like out of balance. Like it feels like it's not headed in the right direction. There's an argumentative energy here, and like I said, the second I got into your energy, Capricorn, like the second I finished Sagittarius's energy, I started to rage. I started to feel like rage. I started to feel really pissed off about some like really little things. So it just kind of feels, and that's the thing, with Five of Swords, this can be petty. It can be petty. So the biggest thing for you in May is to just maybe get clear on whether you're being genuine in your discomfort around certain people, or are you kind of maybe just being a little bit petty Which is not, I don't often give a message like that, but that's kind of really what I'm getting, because the Saturn return age, it's giving me an energy of someone who sees themselves as maybe a little bit more, a bit higher up than other people. So the best thing, you know, I can say is that May is going to be kind of schooling you. It's going to be kind of teaching you where you're really at. So with this Ace of Swords in reverse, I'm kind of feeling like sometimes, Capricorn, you guys might feel like you're a little bit more ahead than you are, or you're a little bit more like got it together than you are. When the reality is maybe there's some changes that need to actually be made here. I feel like with this Saturn return coming out as well, this is essentially a period of time that's really going to be growing you up. And like I said already, you guys are already such old souls. You come into this world as old souls. And that can be really tough, because it's almost like you're always 10 steps ahead. But at the same time, there can be a loss of your own innocence. There can be a loss of joy, you know, with this 9th house of faith coming out in this moon in reverse. It feels like you guys are really, you guys are more so, and you're Capricorn, of course, Saturnian-based sign. You are so focused sometimes on the physical aspects of reality, the physical things, everyday life, making, you know, the grind. I feel like the grind. I feel like sometimes you forget to like lose yourself in spirit. I feel like there's a disconnect, void of course, moon, something's missing, and what I feel like is missing is this faith. With this 5 of Swords, it's like your mind is always going back and forth. Your mind is so, what's the word, like activated. I think it can keep you in an energy of like overwhelmed, because I feel like you guys are thinking so much, because you're always trying to think 10 steps ahead. May's really going to have you getting this in check. It's going to have you seeing this clearly. With this moon in reverse, it feels to me like you're afraid of surrender. It feels like you're afraid of letting go. It feels like there's this need to control situations, this need to control even maybe the people around you. Maybe it's like this is kind of feeling like control issues coming up in May. So let's get more. Okay, we have Scribe. Light attribute, preserving knowledge and information. Shadow attribute, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. So preserving knowledge and information. You guys, you know, you really value knowledge, you really value information. I feel like this month is going to be a really good month to really get in your journal, to get writing things down, to get sharing with yourself. Even like a blog. For some of you guys, I feel like maybe starting a blog would be really handy, or you've been thinking about starting a blog and this is your confirmation. But it feels like some of you guys, like you, it's funny because it feels like you're really, really practical, but I feel like a spirituality to you that you've been suppressing, and I think that this month you're really needing to explore that again. I also feel like there's this energy of maybe isolating a little bit, being a little bit closed off, you know, your heart. It feels like you've been keeping your emotions to yourself. Could it even be with the Saturn return age? Maybe some of you guys had falling outs with your father. Maybe you lost your father. Anything to do with your father. It maybe feels like at a certain age something happened with the father that kind of has kept you maybe feeling a bit emotionally distant from others. That could be loss, so it could be grief, but it also could be just a falling out. It could be just maybe you've gotten older and realized that you and your father are on completely different wavelengths, and that, you know, there's actually a missing element in your relationship now because you're so different, because you've changed, and because you're hungry for different things in life now. Yeah. With this Addict, we have the Addict coming out, and we have the Companion card coming out as your archetype. So the light attribute of the Addict says helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. So that's the thing. There is some sort of behavior, there's some sort of repetitive thing that you continuously keep doing. I have a feeling that it's this pushing away other people. It's like, oh my god, for some of you guys, I'm just really seeing this hand on this stomach. I feel like for some of you guys, you're going to be being really opened up and really, I feel like you're going to be like re-inspired through someone's pregnancy, or re-inspired through someone giving birth to something, whether it's an actual human baby or it's like a project. But I feel like with this Companion, loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness, this is really connecting with your friends again, because it feels like with Grand Charm and Blessings, 3 of Cups in reverse, it feels like blessings for you in May are really coming through friendships, really coming through opening yourself up to friendships as well, because I feel like there's this energy of being closed off and maybe just being kind of like isolated in this different energy, maybe seeing yourself differently, seeing, you know what, this is giving me like 5 of Swords. I'm really paying attention to her outfit. Like, see how she's wearing these kind of like really nice, like, I suppose sophisticated clothes. And these gals over here kind of look like they're wearing festival clothes. They're in festival gear and they're kind of like, woo, just having fun. This is in the reverse, so it kind of feels like this is like someone maybe like letting their guard down and actually like letting themselves be more free. Because this feels like someone who's like very stoic, being surrounded by other people who are not, you know, who are more playful, and really needing to like put yourself in with these people that are more playful. Like, 7th house is coming up, abundance, Jupiter, having fun. Getting out, 10th house, exploring the world. Career isn't everything. I feel like there's an energy here with this Saturn return, like this responsibility that you feel like you have, this sense of duty that you feel like you have to, you know, this sense of duty I think that you have to showing up in your own life. And I feel like May kind of has you questioning that, because I feel like you're looking at like things differently. Like, maybe seeing that friendships might actually be more fulfilling to you than money. You know, actually having a spiritual practice is more fulfilling to you than having a filled up booking schedule, work schedule. You know what I mean? Like, Moon in reverse, 9th house of faith. This is almost being afraid sometimes to lose yourself in spirit, being afraid to lose, losing control. You have control issues. I think it's control issues, Capricorn. I feel like there's a real controlling issue that you have coming up at the moment that is, you are literally addicted to. The shadow attributes compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So there's a pattern that you have that is taking control. It's taking control of your spirit more so than you're in control of your spirit. And it's really affecting your relationships. With this companion, the shadow attributes is betrayal by misusing confidences, loss of personal identity. I think there's such an emphasis that you have on your own identity and your own sense of self, on making things kind of like move and work, that you at times you've lost yourself in this pushing away of other people. Like, I'm seeing this as like he's pushing away companionship, pushing away friendships, addicted to pushing other people away, and maybe even addicted to like literally pushing away a certain lifestyle, a certain spiritual lifestyle in particular. This could be like the energy of like, it's funny that you would even be watching this fucking video, because I'm getting this energy of someone who's like not interested in this sort of stuff. Like, maybe, you know what, you're probably watching this video because you're like, oh yeah, let's see if they're actually accurate, you know, like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. It's like this discomfort with spirituality, this discomfort with faith, and with everything that you've been, you know, everything that I'm talking about. It's kind of like discomfort with it. But I feel like May is kind of like, it's going to be causing you to open up to this, because you've been closed off for a while. Yeah, it just feels like this spirituality aspect, this playful aspect, these authentic friendships, it feels like that's what's been missing, because it feels like you've been really good at like making things happen physically for yourself, but in terms of like, you know, materially, that's it. 4 of Pentacles, King of Swords. Like, this is just someone that's so focused on on their money. Like, this is so focused on money literally to the point of losing relationships that actually feel like there's something to really hold on to and celebrate. Like, it's your relationships that are suffering because of this holding on to this hoarder's mentality of I need more, I need more, I need more, I need to become more. Some of you guys, like with this King of Swords, it's like you are someone who has a job that's very logical, that you really need to have your brain screwed on for. You could be like a doctor, you could be a financial advisor, any of this sort of stuff. Like, you could be literally someone who has a corporate ass motherfucking city job, and like, you know, you're starting to delve into spirituality, you're starting to transform, you're starting to feel that you're being called in other directions, and that's fucking scary. That's fucking uncomfortable, because you're wanting to hold on to what you know is familiar, what you know is tried and true, addicted to holding on, addicted to what you already know. There's a fear of like opening up to the potential of like allowing new people, maybe people that you wouldn't have normally like associated with. This is new associations. I feel like May's got you making new associations with different people. It feels like the end of May in particular, it's just got you really seeing this clearly. Like, I don't feel like the end of May is like you making all these brand new friends all of a sudden, but it just feels like you really becoming aware of what's going on, and maybe the fact that you have been sort of pushing people away, and that you have been keeping yourself in this kind of isolated Queen of the Tower energy. Not letting anybody in. I mean, I'm getting really, really itchy nose, so this is definitely for someone, like, you have not been letting other people in, and essentially it's time to let yourself free. Essentially it's time to clear the fog. Like, I feel like it's becoming foggy, it's becoming clouded, it's becoming jaded. Like, you're in an energy, like I said straight up, like, it was frustrating. I feel like you're becoming frustrated with maybe the people that are in your life, so it is like a need to expand and find new avenues, because it could be even family members and stuff. Maybe you have family members or business partners that are so like, just like, it's all about the business, it's all about the money, it's all about this and that, and you're like, you know what, I'm fucking over this. I'm actually over this. It's giving me like someone who has spent the last 10 years of their career building themselves up to a certain point where they finally reach it and go, oh wait, but this doesn't make me happy. Oh wait, but is this my actual ultimate fulfillment? What if my ultimate fulfillment is actually through my family? Because the thing is, that's Cancer and Capricorn. You guys are connected. Capricorn, you are the manifestation of where the legacy is moving, but Cancer is the roots. It's the way that Capricorn can get there. You know what I mean? Like, Cancer is the private life. Capricorn is the public life. Without nurturing the private life, the public life can't thrive. So you are really starting to nurture yourself, because you're realizing that this, like, you are on an axis. You cannot escape Cancer. Cancer cannot escape you. You cannot escape this karmic lesson, this journey that you're experiencing that comes to do with family and career. You are here as a Capricornian soul to navigate this, to learn to have fun, whilst at the same time provide and create stability. But essentially, like, you know, May really has you seeking this stability. It really has you seeking this joy, this fun, this happiness. I feel like for some of you guys, you're really looking for somewhere to live, a home. This feels like for some of you guys, you're choosing between, do I want to move to the city, or do I want to move to the country? Do I find somewhere that's more a home, somewhere that's more built up, or do I find somewhere that's more open and free? And with this Four of Wands in reverse, you know, it's getting really, really clear on what that really is. For some of you guys, you have literally thought that you belong in the city, that you belong in the corporate world, that you belong in what feels like, you know, very like Saturnian, you know, societal. This feels like this is you really actually getting clear with yourself this month and seeing that maybe that's not actually what I want. Maybe some of you guys grew up on a farm and you've moved to the city and you love the city and you think that you want to be in the city, and then all of a sudden, like, you're getting to a certain age and you're realizing, actually, maybe I prefer the farm. Maybe I really actually want to live in the farm. Maybe that's what I truly want, you know, instead of... A lot of us, when we first leave school and things like that in high school, we kind of like move into... We're still very much, like, influenced by our peers. We're still very much influenced by the opinions of our friends and the people around us and what they think. And we're watching what they're doing, and we're sort of judging and making decisions based off what other people are doing. You're coming to an age now with Saturn return where you have gotten old enough to go, actually, these ideas don't suit me. Actually, I don't, like, my posse's doing this, but I'm feeling like maybe doing this. I'm feeling like doing things a little different. This is really allowing yourself to move into, like, true companionship with yourself and true companionship with other people. Loyalty, like being loyal to what you want, being loyal to the dream, being loyal to life itself. Like, I'm literally feeling like you guys are fucking hungry for something, Capricorn. Like, there's something missing, this void of course. Missing. It feels like it's the connection. You are missing genuine connections that feel like true companions. Like, this is like the energy of someone having heaps of friends, a lot of a lot of people to call on, but not many people that really truly know them. You know what I mean? Like, this is like having plenty of people that you could text and be like, hey, do you want to meet up for coffee? And, you know, you meet up and you have a good old chat, and then it's off and you're gone. This is needing and being being in a realization point of being like, you know what, I need some real friends. I need some deep friends. Even if that's only 3 people, you know? Maybe your friendship group now is at 50 and you're actually needing to cut it down to like 4 because your energy is just going to too many people, you know? Too many people are taking, you know, are receiving benefit from being a friend of yours. As well, I want to say, like, this could be drinking too much. This could be like being friends with people whose biggest joy or what they like to do is go out drinking, go out doing, you know, things that aren't really the healthiest thing to do. Nothing wrong with going out drinking. I fucking love going out for a few bevies. But, you know, this might be just your friends when you hang out. It's like maybe you meet up 3 times a week, and every time you meet up, it's for wine. Every time you meet up, it's to have a few beers at the pub. You know, this is maybe seeing what it is that you truly want. How do I truly want to live my life? Because, you know, Pluto's moving out of your fucking sign. Like, you guys are getting smashed. This year, you're still getting smashed. It's just, it's a lot. So you guys have been going through a fucking huge shift in your identity, in your evolutionary fucking process. Pluto speaks directly to your evolutionary process. We now have Pluto coming into squares with the North and South Node, which is evolutionary deep shit. So you guys have been evolving and evolving and evolving, and you guys are evolving to a point where you're wanting to see the beauty and the magic and the magnificence in life again. And I feel like you're wanting to connect with people who are connected to that. You know, people who want to wear flowers in their hair and want to go for a run. Like, I feel like maybe there's this energy of you judging people that were less focused on career, or less focused on stability, less focused on you know, let's just say serious shit. Serious shit that we really need to focus on. I feel like there's this energy of not being attracted to that whatsoever, and coming into an energy now and really noticing it in the month of May, just how much you're actually craving people who their energy is just like a light beam, who their energy is just like not so serious. Not so serious. I literally just heard, why so serious? Like, is that out of The Dark Knight? Is that the Joker? Seriously, why so serious? Like, it's giving me like, make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. You've stopped believing in miracles. You, when you're a kid, you used to still have this magic about you. But I think time, life, shit got in the way. As my dad always says, life gets in the way, Dal. So life got in the way, and essentially it's had you needing to like, to be strong. It's had you needing to push. It's had you needing to put on, I feel like a mask. Not even like, it doesn't feel like, you know, you hiding elements of yourself. It just feels like you're creating a version of yourself that you're starting to maybe undo a little bit now. Courage. You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. Fear is an illusion. There's definitely a fear that you have. I feel like there's a fear of loss. There's a fear of not having enough stability. There's so many fears that I feel like are motivating you that really are needing to be balanced out. That are really needing to be, you know, paid attention to. Both of these cards literally talk about boundaries. The balance card says take time to relax, indulge a little more or less, and set boundaries with your work. So both of these cards are talking about setting boundaries. I feel like for you guys, you are literally afraid to work less. Like, you're afraid to stop moving or doing as much as you've been doing because you feel like maybe it's going to like stop life. Like, it's going to be like, okay, all of a sudden, like, everything falls to shit. Some of you guys are entrepreneurs. It feels like you can't stop, you know, with this King of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles. It feels like if you stop, so is the growing, so is the growth, so is the expansion. If you stop for even a week, you know, things are going to crumble. That's a fear that you have. That's a fear that you really need to address because you're really needing to set boundaries with yourself and your work. You're needing to take more time off. I feel like this is not me saying like you need to work more. This is me feeling like I need to say you need to work less. You need to stop putting so much pressure on yourself to perform and to make everything work out in a certain way. This is like you sort of like going on like this mission. It feels like you're going on like this mission to reacquaint yourself with little you. Like, look at that little foal and then the big horse. I'm seeing this as like a little you and big you. Little you was so connected to the divine. Little you was so excited and inspired and filled with light and love. And big you has grown fearful. Big you needs a little bit more encouragement, a little bit more love, a little bit more compassion. So, you know, there's a need to shift up, change the way you have been moving, change the way you've been connecting with other people, change the way you've been connecting with your career, your job in particular. Things are really going to be coming into harmony this month. The more you follow your authentic heart, the more you really truly trust yourself. I feel like you guys have a natural talent and a natural tendency to make friends. So it could be that you've made an awful lot of friends, but these friends might not be exactly who it is, or might not be true matches to you anymore, so it's time to make new friends, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's get a final card. Who wants to speak? Who wants to speak? Tarot, let's just pull one final card for you, Capricorn. Your reading's a little shorter than everyone else's, which I like. Because I feel like this is straight to the point. Like, you guys get straight to the point. The Tower. Things are definitely going to be shaking up. There's a huge perspective shift that you're moving through. And there's there's a loudness as well here. Okay. Wow, we have it again. Six of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Nine of Swords. Yes, that's the thing. Ace of Pentacles. Do not fear your finances. Money's fine. Your money's fine. Stop stressing. Stress less. Like, the universe is providing for you. You are all good. You have so many opportunities. I feel like you are the money-making machine. This isn't about a job. You have the potential to create and make more money. So stop allowing the fear of not having enough to literally stop you from taking better care of yourself. But this Queen of Pentacles, you really need to take care of yourself. You really need to take care of the people around you. Like, some of you guys, you have friends that you're really wanting to nurture and love on. And so it's really time to start doing that. There's just like a real need to... Look, I'm seeing all this orange as well. So, you know, sacral chakra, nurturing, creativity, spending more time in an energy that is nurturing and abundant and free-flowing for allowing just creativity. Like, I just feel like this is such a foreign concept for you sometimes at this point. Like, it just feels like life's been so serious for so long that you're like, what do you mean, creativity? Like, what do you mean, like, I need to paint or something? Like, whatever you want. What does creativity look like to you? How are you creative? Do you like to draw? Do you like to paint? Do you like to make stained glass? What the fuck do you like to do? Are you an athlete? Maybe your creativity is being fit. I don't know. Like, it's up to you. For some of you guys, I feel like there's a pregnancy for sure that's changing things for you. Whether it's you, or it's a sister, or it's a brother, or it's a close friend, it's someone close to you, or yourself, that is going to be, bringing life into this world. Or it could be business, but I feel like it's an actual physical baby for some of you guys. And it's going to be really bringing things up for you, because I think you're going to be seeing what you truly want in life differently. Very, very differently. Two of Swords and the Nine of Swords. I think you've been blocked off from your true heart desires for quite a long time, because you've been blindfolded, you know, you've been keeping it to yourself. I feel like you haven't even been allowing yourself to know what it is that you truly want. There's like this spiritual energy to you, this really, really beautiful energy that you have been hiding from even yourself. Last card we have is Healer. You have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities and stay true to your path as a healer. So faith is really, really important, because faith is going to take you everywhere. Faith is going to take you everywhere, because it's your inability to believe in things working out that stops you. Your mind is really, really powerful. Your mind is extremely powerful, so use it that way. Instead of using it to overwhelm you, instead of using it to control you, control it. You know, this is you becoming in control. Damn it, it just stopped filming, so I don't know when exactly that just stopped filming, but I really want to say have more fun with fashion. feels like maybe you guys are feeling a little bland, and it would really feel good to you guys at the end of May to like start changing up fashion styles and just doing things a little bit differently, because that's going to help you shift and change your energy. So that is what I have for you, Capricorn. I love you so, so much. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please do give this video a like. If it resonated, let me know in the comments what's going on with you. Also, let me know any suggestions that you have for future videos. I'm really keen to start making some more pick a card readings and things like that. So if you guys have any topics, any whatever the fuck you want me to make some content on, let me know and I'll check it out, okay? So I love you guys so, so much. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that down below. Visit the link to my website. I have tarot and astrology readings available. And yeah, have the most amazing May. Don't forget to check out your channeled song. And I'll see you in the next one, Capricorn. I love you so, so much, and have a good one. Peace.